discovered that if a boy with other boys had a drive-by insult on a bike and I thought of something to throw at him, the other boys would laugh at him and I would be a little bit better. And so what I had to unlearn was that what other people thought of me was who I was or had anything to do with who I was. And I had to learn just from the bottom up that I was not what men thought of me, or East Coast literary men, and or I was not what the really cool teenage boys or girls thought of me, that I was this precious, hilarious, wise girl and woman who was kind and generous and kind of a mess like we all are. Like if there isn't something wrong with you, I'm not interested, right. You know? If there isn't something wrong with you, we're seriously going to have almost nothing to talk about at dinner. So maybe sit somewhere else. So, and I had to learn that was what it meant to be human. It was to be real and to be vulnerable and to be who you actually were instead of who you always agreed to be because you got good grades. For sure. I love that old Aeneas Nin quote, and I'll probably get it wrong, but something about staying in bed.
Oh my gosh. Oh God. Sorry, now I need to find it because I want to read it out loud. Okay, let's read it.
There came a day
when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom.
Yeah.
It's lovely. And you can watch the full conversation with Anne Lamott on YouTube by searching for @NPR Wildcard. Her new book, Good Writing, is out now. And from Fisher Investments, Fisher's dedicated team of specialists provide resources on investing, retirement income, estate planning, and more. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss. From the Wallace Foundation, an independent, nonpartisan research foundation collaborating with grantees and partners in the arts, school leadership, and youth development. More at wallacefoundation.org. From Progressive Insurance, home of the Name Your Price tool, so drivers can see coverage options at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Price and coverage match limited by state law. And from Imaginable Futures. Supporting WHYY, the Philadelphia Speaker Series, presenting the 2026-27 season at the Kimmel Center. One subscription, 7 live events featuring Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, former NASA Administrator Charles Bolden, and acclaimed war photographer Lindsay Addario. The Philadelphia Speaker Series, presenting the world up close. More information at philadelphiaspeakers.org. Sponsored by WHYY and Laurel Hill. WHYY FM Philadelphia, WNJM Manahawkin, WNJN FM Atlantic City, WNJZ Cape May Courthouse, streaming on the WHYY app and at WHYY.org.
What we're seeing here is the setup for a year of intense dialogue to try and reset the U.S.-China relationship.
President Trump heads to China this week to meet with Xi Jinping. Trade and the Iran war will dominate the agenda. For Monday, May 11th, this is All Things Considered from NPR News.